What's good, YouTube? We're talking college sports in the Deep South where college football is king. And on the plains of Auburn, the battle cry is War Eagle. Once again, it's Kennard Vernon Stewart here on the podcast this afternoon, doing a little recap of the first scrimmage for the Auburn Tigers during fall camp. Now, as it turns out, there was absolutely no separation between the two quarterbacks as the defense completely dominated the first scrimmage. Let's go ahead and like this video, subscribe to the channel. And as always on this channel, it's great to be an Auburn Tiger War Eagle. This is good news and it's bad news. The defense was actually pretty dominant. Nick Cole commented and said, hey, we needed to improve on the turnovers. And sure enough, the Auburn Tigers surrendered some turnovers against the first team defense, who are just all over the field here for the first scrimmage. And like I said before, Bo Nix nor Joey Gatewood made any type of separation as we, kind of thought they would have. So it looks like you're going to have to wait another week before we see where this quarterback battle is headed. As a matter of fact, very encouraging news from the defensive side. Said that Smoke Monday made a very, very, very good play and pick six off of a receiver deflection for Javaris Davis. I mean, those are things that I wanted to hear, because one of the question marks going into the 2019 season was the play of the secondary. And to see the fact that one of the question marks, Javaris Davis, was active in this particular scrimmage says a lot. And I'm really big on Smoke Monday. Very, very happy to see that he was active as well. Now, here's the thing with this particular scrimmage. I mean, you talk about a situation where the offense was going up against what is probably going to be one of the most highly drafted defensive sides of the football in recent history for the Tigers. Because you're talking about at least three of the guys up front can go. Javaris Davis has the speed and the ability to go. Definitely Jeremiah Denson and Daniel Thomas could find themselves on an NFL roster. And I mean, hey, given a breakout season for Noah Igbenogany, depending on what his academic aspirations are, he could actually go pro this year. So you're talking about the offense with a true freshman, redshirt freshman quarterback going up against a what should be a pretty good defense. Definitely can see why the offensive struggles. There wasn't much news on the running game as far as Boobie Whitlow or any of those guys go in this particular one. Some of the scrimmage takeaways, KJ Britt didn't participate, neither did DJ Williams. Also, Will Hastings and Eli Stove sat out as well. So, I mean, really, when we look at this, guys, this shouldn't come as much of a surprise that the defense would dominate, especially considering you have a young quarterback and you had a few guys that were sitting out. And it's great that the defense played well even without KJ Britt. That's some huge news for the Tigers as well. So I just think that this is, kind of bittersweet news, for the first scrimmage. But, of course, these guys have, just a few days in the fall camp. Can have a few days to kind of study film, to look at some things that went right, some things that went wrong, and, just maneuver from there. Once again, it's Kennard Vernon Stewart here for the podcast Auburn Football. Defense dominates the first scrimmage. As always, it's great to be an Auburn Tiger War Eagle.